Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for joining the session. This is the ninth session. Today we have just three topics to cover. First topic is kind of a continuation of the topic from last session. That is, we were discussed difference between Welcher, Welchen, Welchem, and so on. Uh, on similar lines, we'll talk about when it is was für einem, and you understand the story. These are called as interrogative article. You don't have to know why they are called interrogative article. You don't even have to know the word interrogative article, but just for understanding, if you decide to do exercises from any or the other German book, look for the word interrogative article. Then we'll try to understand how you can frame W questions or W words with prepositions. What do I mean by this? For example, you know how to say who, like where, you know how to say what, you know was, you know how to say which, that is welcher, you know how to say wie, that is, sorry, you know how to say how, that is we. But let's say if you want to ask something like about what, right? About whom. For example, if I say something like, so you know how to say about, uh, you know how to say uh, where, right? That is that. Wo. But if you want to say about where, then you have to say worüber. So here you are combining W word with a preposition. That's what. And it's not that it's easier than it sounds. So we'll talk about that with exercises. Then, if we have some time, we'll do some German vocabulary practice. Okay, let us start. So, Karthikeyan, please read all the all the sentences in the. Okay, so you notice here I say ein, here I say einen, here I say einem, right? The now if what do you think I am asking? So was für ein Arzt bist du? What do you think I am asking? No, how? Why do you say so? So this is bist is right? Are you? So was für it's I mean so even though it's fewer, you think it sounds it's for, it's not here. Was fewer, it's something like what kind of a doctor are you? Okay, what kind of a, what about the next sentence, Karthikeyan? What do you think this sentence is saying or asking? Not, yeah, not called, to call. Where do you see you in the sentence? And not what kind of doctor should I call or shall I call? Yeah, what about the next sentence? Where do you see can in the sentence? You tell me. This is A2. You should know the difference between us. So you should tell me what Z is. Yeah. What kind of a doctor is helping you or what kind of a doctor helps you, right? Yes. Yeah. So, I mean, so you understand what Vasfu does, right? What Vasfu is like what kind, right? That's all. And that's all. What kind of doctor is something. Now, here it is ein, here it is einen, here it is einem. So I mean, I can try to explain this to you, but this will confuse you even more. But if you know, right, if in the main verb in the sentence is sein, right? And when you have sein in the sentence, the subject as well as the object is nominative case, right? And here you have the main verb anrufen. Anrufen, you have the object will be accusative, and the object is here, Arts, right? So, right, what kind of doctor should I, if you know, what will be the answer, right? If this is the question, the answer will be, I should call this kind of doctor, that this kind will be accusative, right? So that's why it is einen. Helfen Sie, helfen is a kind of a dative kind of verb. So the object will be dative, right? Einem Arzt. Okay. Cardigan, if instead of a doctor, I mean, arts is fine, but instead, like arts means like normally it implies a male doctor. But if I said Ärztin, like doctor who is female, what will I have over here? If I say was für dash Ärztin helfen Sie, what will I have over here? Einer, right? The air ending. Yeah, correct. Yes. Please read then this and so you understand, right? So here masculine, right? You understand when it is ein, when it is einen, when it is einem. It's obvious, right? Yeah, yeah. So you have to if what do you think? Let's say if I ask you this question, was für einen Arzt soll ich anrufen? Why? So tell me from your understanding, when is something accusative? Whatever you know. When is something nominative? When is something accusative? When is something dative? How do you check that? So whenever it is a what kind of question, it is accusative, right? So is this not a what, like I should call what, which doctor or what doctor, right? So that's why it is accusative. For example, or another way to think of this is that the verbs sein, heißen, and werden, there the object is almost always nominative. And then you have like 50 to 100 verbs in your list. There the object is dative, right? And unrufen is, and whatever verb is left out of there, like not neither not when you look at the verb, is it sein, heißen, werden? If it is not, then check whether it is a part of that dative list of verbs. No, if it is not there, then by default it will be accusative, right? Yeah, that's a idiotic way, but it helps you all the time instead of thinking, like what, something like that. Yeah. Please read the next block over here. This one. So why are you reading like this is Datenbank, not bank, right? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, correct. Datenbank is nothing but database. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, continue. Yeah. Where do you see suggest in the sentence? Not, no, you're translating everything word to word. Let's say if I come to your house, right, and you are a very good guy, right? You will say, Rohit, was soll ich für dich kochen? What are you saying me? So if I come to your house, like you and you are a very good cook, you like to cook good. good food for your guest, and you tell me, Rohit, was soll ich kochen? What are you telling me? Yeah, then use the same logic over here. Yes, so verwenden is what is verwenden, Karthikeyan? You just said it. Use, use. Yeah, verwenden is to use, right? There can be other meanings as well, but verwenden is one use or put to use. Yeah, yeah. Please read the next sentence. Karthikeyan, why do you want to make me angry? Not why do you say gefalt? It's gefällt. A umlaut. Yeah, 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 yeah. So what are we asking? Thank you very much. This is very good. I thought you'll make mistake, but you did not make mistake. Very good. So you understand, right? So, in this block, the subject or like whatever was follow, like, was für, whatever you had after was für was nominal, was masculine, right? Arts masculine here. Whatever you have after was für, here it is. What is it, Karthikeyan? Masculine, feminine? No, that is fine. But tell me the gender, like masculine, feminine, neutrum, or plural? Feminine. All are feminine, right? The first one is what? And now tell me about the case. Yeah, this one. So not because of sollen, because of verwenden. Okay, the main verb. Check the main verb. Yeah. Yeah. Next one. Why? Gefallen. Gefallen, right? The verb is gefallen, and it's yeah. So, okay. Yeah. Participes. Why? Where do you see participes? Why? It's just a verb. So gefallen, like So to be honest, here this is not the object. This is the subject of the sentence. The verb is das gefällt mir. I mean, not okay. You can think it of either way around. Here the verb is gefallen. You know. So das, and but if you say and the subject of the sentence is diese Datenbanktechnologie, diese Datenbanktechnologie is nothing but z, right? RSZ, right? So for z, you have to conjugate the verb gefallen, right? Understand? Z for it is gefällt. It's not participle y. It's just the verb conjugated for this sentence, for this verb, for this subject. Verb. Gefallen is a dative verb. Yeah. Yes. Please read the next three sentences in this block. Is this or is that? Yeah. 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 Continue. This is also fine. That is also fine. Like what kind of a problem is that? What kind of problem is this? It thus is fine. It can mean thus, that, and this at the same time. But to be literal, it normally it means that. Yeah. Or it can also mean it depending on how you talk. Yeah. Yeah. Not here. Yeah. 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 Like ear. Do you have? Right? Yeah. Yeah. What kind of problem do you have? Yeah. Yeah. Continue, please. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Begegnen is to face, but did you face? Because this is past tense. Past. Yeah, and begegnen, and if you notice, right? So, problem is masculine, neutrum, feminine. What is it? So you are checking based on this. You should know it without. You should know a problem is neutrum. I know what you are doing. You're checking it from here. It's not nothing wrong, but you should know problem. Problem is neutrum. Okay, that's problem. So here it is nominative. So it is ein. Accusative again ein. Because it's the same thing. Dative it becomes einem. Okay. Eh, Have I have, for example, I have an apple. Ich habe einen Apfel. Haben is a accusative. So if I say I have blah blah, you'll say what do you have? What? What is accusative? Yeah. Begegnen. Yeah. Begegnen is a dative verb. Here it is begegnet because here it is participle zwei. Yeah. Okay. Manjusha, if you don't mind, please read all the sentences in this blog. Read. Come on. Wake up. It's projector, not project. Yeah. Yeah. Again, you said project. Projector, plural. Besprechungen, it's plural. Why? I think you're doing it on purpose. It's Räume, Räume. Okay. Yeah. 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 Termine, Termine. It's plural. Open your eyes. It's Zide and not Zed. It's EI. Zide. Yes. Begegnet. Okay. Now please explain the logic to me. So why do I not have this ein and anywhere in the sentences? You know, after was fewer, I don't see anything. Right? Why? Yeah. Why do it's just plural? I mean, project. It's not because of that. It's very simple. Think logically. If this is plural, can I write ein over here? If I have to use an indefinite article, do indefinite articles exist for plural case? Your answer is no, but I mean, is it like, are you sure, or you're just like just saying it? Yeah, yeah, right. So for plural, these like this einem, this is like indefinite articles, right? Or unbestimmte article, right? So they don't exist for plural case. So your life is easier, you just don't have to write them. So you don't even have to worry, like for example, When it is singular masculine, you have to know, right? Ein, and einem. Here also you have to know for feminine. Neutrum also you have to know. Plural, you don't have to know because it does not exist, right? So that's all. That's all you have to know. I mean, makes sense, right? Right? So there is not much to learn when like plural case. Now you don't, you this one einen, einem, einer, einem. You don't have to learn this, right? You already, I mean, just so you understand, like like nominative, accusative, dative. I mean, these sentences, like the first ones are nominative. I mean, whatever comes after was für, that noun finds itself in nominative case. Here, this noun finds itself in accusative case. Here, the same noun finds itself in dative case, right? Here as well, nominative, accusative, dative. But this einen, einem, like nominative case ein, accusative case einen, dative case einem. Then for feminine, einer. Then for neutrum, it is einem. Plural does not even exist. You don't have to remember this, right? Don't you already know it? You know this, right? Einen, einem. Or yes or no? Right? So you know this. So you don't even have to learn this. Okay, right? So I mean, I'm saying you don't. This is nothing new. All you learned is, so last time you learned to say welcher. For example, if I have to say which doctor are you, I will say welcher Arzt bist du, right? If I have to say which doctor should I call, welchen Arzt soll ich anrufen? Which doctor are you helping? Welchem Arzt helfen Sie? Right? Here you are just say instead of yes, please. Yeah, no problem. No problem. No problem. Here, right? You remember this from the last topic, last session? You should increase the resolution. Like you can go in the settings and increase the resolution. Yeah, yeah. So Welcher, Welchen, Welchem, right? It's. I mean, even this you don't have to learn, right? You can infer it from this one, like right there, they, and them. So Welcher, Welchen, Welchem, right? Here it is das, m, ssm. So Welches, Welchem. Feminine, the. This table you know already, right? For definite articles. So a, r, right? Yeah. Okay. Answer. Did I answer your question? Okay, ask if I did not answer. Please ask. Yeah. Here. So, I mean, instead of, okay, I'll write this for you in this slide only. Don't worry. Let me, okay, I'll write it here. Right. So, you want to say, instead of saying, what doctor are you? If I want to say, which doctor are you? So, I will say, welcher Arzt bist du? Right. This is nominative. Okay. If I want to say, which doctor should I call? Then, welchen Arzt soll ich anrufen? Makes sense. If I want to say which doctor are you helping, then welchem Arzt helfen Sie? Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so now that you have learned that, if there are no more questions, I mean that's all there was to cover in this topics. Now the homework is right. So I have given you some random examples, right? Uh, Maybe you may use them, maybe you may not use them in real life. What is important is that now you start writing sentences that you think you may say someday. you know so whenever you, what I'm saying is, think about your daily life and see where you can use this. Okay, so see where you can use these sentences, right? So where you can take make use of was für and welche. Okay. Yeah, yeah, because grammar you can learn any day. Practice is what you have to do right now. So yeah, having done that, let's continue. So, I think like last to last session we looked at, I told you that you should, when you learn a verb, also see if you can learn the verbs with some prepositions.